It is Sunday. It is August 5th. It is a special day in my land. So welcome to all my Websters. Thank you for all your birthday greetings. Let's celebrate some August appreciation. I love you.
I want to tell you that through a number of years here in Santa Fe that I've had the great pleasure of working with a lot of young people throughout those years. At one point, I was working with like 500 kids a week in the school programs that I was working with. And one of the very great pleasures that I've had was working with a lot of the choral groups. And this, our guest this morning, our guest musician this morning, happens to be somebody that I've known since she was fairly young. Her parents are friends of mine, and she's got her whole family's musical. And so when I reconnected with her when she was in high school, I was just stunned. And I feel like she's not only one of the great singers that's come out of Santa Fe, but in this state. And I think she's going to make a big statement in the country. She's currently attending Stevens Point at University of Wisconsin. Please welcome Melody Hett.
I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl men go mad for, love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta, I'm a queen in Peru, I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry. When I find I forgot to bring my gun, I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed. When I meet a lioness in her lair, then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
In addition to her beautiful voice, what you don't know is that Lydia and Melody conspired for me as a birthday present. It started, I guess, 3 years ago when I came, because for me, it's a birthday present to have show tunes. It's a birthday present to have show tunes sung so beautifully. And I decided since my actual birthday is today and you were here rather than the other 2 years, I wanted you to hear certain things about me and then how I sort of interpret them and translate them into my work, my day-to-day life. And that song, besides being from Cinderella, is, if you got to listen, I know you were listening to the beauty of her voice. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, it's what I do every day in my spiritual practice. So lest you think this whole day is totally about party, there really is a spiritual foundation on which I rest all of the fun things, including the music that we chose and the parties and the dressing and blah, blah, blah. Because as a spiritual introvert, in my own little corner, in my own little chair is where I do the work. It is where I am on my safari. It is where I am the lioness and all of those things and more. And it is where each of us may be. So with that awareness and that invitation, we move into the month of August. I guess you didn't know that. And the title is August Appreciation. Now, if you saw it printed up there, you may not have noticed that August was in italics because I wanted it to be august. August being majestic and dignified and worldly, not just August the month, which is great, and appreciation because there have been storms and crinky things and wrinkly things and stuff lately. I don't know about you, but certainly in my world. And so I thought, well, one of the things that one knows to do to shift all of that is to go to a place of appreciation and gratitude. And I'll start with my first quote from Alan Cohen. Appreciation is the highest form of prayer, for it acknowledges the presence of good wherever you shine the light of your thankful thoughts. And so my topic title for today is presence, like prezzies, presents, / presence, like presence. Because I hope you'll get from the rest of the talk, the greatest present is to be in the presence. And, what is that? I guess I shouldn't qualify it as corny, but that phrase you all know, today is a gift, that's why they call it the present. True. Wasn't that good? I apologize to whoever wrote that, because I love quotes and authors, but it always sounded, kumbaya to me. And yet, here I am talking about presence, because it's birthday, and presence because we're a spiritual community. And I don't see them as different anymore. Sure, as a kid I did. Now it is the presence of God that fills me with all of the sparkly mylar balloons and confetti that birthdays bring. So, and then our founder, the guy, Dr. Ernest Holmes, God is a presence personified in us. There's a longer quote, it'll be on Facebook. But I was thinking about God is a presence, the presence, capital P, personified in us, as us. And for me, birthdays are a perfect day to acknowledge that, a perfect day to invite others to acknowledge it with you. I don't mean acknowledge my birthday, I mean acknowledge the presence within us, the God personification that we are, which is the presence. So I was talking about the storms lately, and we've certainly had external storms and interesting physical manifestations after that, and there have been professional and personal storms going on and around. Am I the only one who has been wanting to close the door and hide? I mean, YouTube? Oh, maybe it's... it's been no thanks, boom. And you can't do that. And there was a wonderful quote by this gentleman, Craig Goschel, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Never let the presence of a storm cause you to doubt the presence of God. And I went, oh, I wish I'd had that a few days ago, but it's true. Never let the presence of a storm, whether it's flash flooding here in Santa Fe, or it's the storm of uncertainty or doubt or fear or all, fill in the blank of whatever it is for you. Never let the presence of a storm that is in your personal, professional, or external life cause you to doubt the presence of God within you. And the irony is we're human beings, and we tend to sometimes do that. It's like when you look outside and you see some of the devastation, or you imagine, you worry about potential devastation or challenges, and you get swept up in the storm. You get swept up into that hurricane. I think about, Wizard of Oz and that image. And yet, in my own little corner, in my own little room, in my own little chair, with my cat Beauregard, who is my prayer partner, truly, we can be anything we want to be. Whether it's something adventuresome or with a vision, or simply we can be at peace. Simply, powerfully, we can be at one with the presence of God and remember the source of who we are, the source of our supply, so that no matter what storms are raging around us, real or imagined, I can be whoever I want to be in my own little corner, in my own little prayer chair, or wherever I am. Maybe you're traveling or you're in the car, or you're at your desk at work somewhere, and it feels like the storms are pounding at the door. You can take a breath and you can remember. And you can move to the presence of God that is within. And so one way to get there, when it's muddy out there, is appreciation and gratitude. And later in this month, you'll hear me talk about a national holiday that I created that hasn't caught on yet after 23 years or whatever. I created Appreciation Day on August 25th because it's 4 months till Christmas. It's in a month where, other than my birthday, there aren't any official holidays. And so I wanted a day where you could appreciate someone or something without feeling the constraint of, oh my gosh, I better buy a birthday gift, I better buy a Christmas gift, and blah, that it would come from the spiritual appreciation. So I thought august appreciation, and I'm inviting you to begin to give thanks and gratitude. We don't have to wait till November. All the CSLs wait till November to talk about Thanksgiving. Let's do it now. Don't postpone joy. Do it now. And Florence Scovel Shinn says gratitude is the law of increase and complaint is the law of decrease. And I thought, well, no wonder the bank account looks shaky. I have been cranky and whining and complaining and judging and blah, 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 blah. And usually that stuff that comes out of me or any of you, doesn't happen to you, I'm sure. When that stuff comes out, what's the real cause of that? Fear. It's not the storms outside the window that you see. It's the fear of, what will that storm do to me? What will that person say or do to me? It's the fear of that. And so to offset that, I'm going to appreciation. I'm going to gratitude, giving thanks for everything. And it's really a wonderful way to start, because my belief is that a person's birthday is the beginning of the new year. I know we have January 1st, and that's where all the stationery stores consider it New Year's, because you get new calendars and things. That's great. I love having that. And then there's the Chinese New Year. But for me, birthdays are personal New Years. I see another Leo nodding her head. And it is. So all of my crankitude, all of the snarkosity, all of the fear, all of the storms, all of that stuff is like, oh, that was yesterday. That was last year. I am here and now. Gangaji writes, you won't have this quote, it's way too long. I'm going to do this quote, and then I'm going to invite Melody back up here because there's another song. Because it's my birthday, I get 3. See, you get to celebrate with me. I share my good. Gangaji writes, be still and know yourself as the truth you have been searching for. Be still and know yourself for the truth you have been searching for. Be still and let the inherent joy of that truth capture your drama and destroy it in the bliss of consummation. Be still and let your life be lived by the purpose you were made for. Be still and receive the inherent truth of your heart. Be still. Notice, party day, spiritual truth about being still. In my own little corner, in your corner, in the corner called Santa Fe Center for Spiritual Living, whether you're physically sitting here on our half of our new chairs, or you're watching online as our Websters or guests, being still in this safe and corner and honoring your purpose. And if there ever was a person who had purpose, it would be this extraordinary young vocalist, and she's going to sing my next present.
End of May or early June, this picture-perfect afternoon we share. Drive the winding country road, grab a scoop at a la mode, and then we're there. An open field that's framed with trees, we pick a spot and shoot the breeze like buddies do. Quoting songs by our favorite bands, telling jokes no one understands except us two. And we talk and take in the view. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day. We walk a while and talk about the things we'll do when we get out of school. Like bike the Appalachian Trail, or write a book, or learn to sail. Wouldn't that be cool? There's nothing that we can't discuss, like girls we wish would notice us but never do. He looks around and says to me, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. And I say, me too. And we talk and take in the view. We just talk and take in the view. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way, this way. All we see is light for forever, 'cause the sun burns bright for forever. Like we'll be alright for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day. And there he goes, racing toward the tallest tree. From far across a yellow field, I hear him calling, follow me. There we go, wondering how the world might look from up so high. One foot after the other, one branch then to another. I climb higher and higher. I climb till the entire sun shines on my face. Then I suddenly feel the branch give way. I'm on the ground. My arm goes numb. I look around and I see him come to get me. He's come to get me and everything's okay. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Buddy, you and I, for forever, this way, this way. All we see is light, 'cause the sun burns bright. We could be alright for forever this way. Two friends, true friends, on a perfect day.
That beautiful song, beautifully sung, is from the Tony-winning show Dear Evan Hansen. And if anyone is really curious about theater or musicality or even the youth of today, I encourage you to listen to the soundtrack, which, yes, I will loan you. And but it really is an anthem to, I think, the youth of today. And you know, it's really kind of nice because we started out with my own little corner, which is Cinderella, Rodgers and Hammerstein, you know, being a youth, and now this is current. And then the third song that she's going to sing is written by the same people, actually, same lyricist, is from something current, which I'm not going to tell you because I bet you recognize that one. But this one you may not be familiar with. So please, I encourage you to listen to that. Some beautiful, beautiful music in Dear Evan Hansen. And you know, Lydia and Melody and I communicated, and it was like, okay, it's your birthday, what do you want? And it's like, can I have that one? Or can I have that? Ooh. It's like, I feel like I'm in musical FAO Schwartz. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, I want one of those and one of those. Because she sings so beautifully, and the voice is beautiful, but that presence, you are on purpose, my friend, so don't let anybody or anything, no storms shall come around thee, for you stay on that purpose. So where was I? Blah, 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 blah. So yeah. Today, it's about, you know, people often come up to me and say, well, I don't really know you. I don't really understand. Who are you? And yes, I know that I am shy and stuff, but if you listen to some of the things that I say, the quotes I use, or the songs I choose, you'll get a sense of that. And then I hope that from that it calls to something within each of you that you go, yes. Part of the common ground, part of the oneness that we share. And then I have another quote. You won't have it, guys. It's another long one. It's from Sri, I hope I say this right, Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. Oh, man. Yes. Him. Ask him afterwards. Anyway, this incredible, august wise man writes, realize that your world is only a reflection of yourself and stop finding fault with the reflection. I'm stopping there for a second because when I read that, that's when I had that Maxell moment. Remember that ad in the 80s? The guy sitting in a chair and the wind was like blowing him back. That's part of what shifted for me. That changed the storms. Realize that your world is only a reflection of yourself and stop finding fault with the reflection. Attend to yourself, set yourself right mentally and emotionally, and then the physical self will follow automatically. Oh. Again, it made me respect Ernest Holmes, because Ernest Holmes, being the Western mystic that he is and was, said the same thing. It's really there. There's a majestic quality to what Sri him said, but it's basic science of mind, is it not? And if we didn't have this wonderful Broadway musical stuff, I would have had Man in the Mirror as our song today, because Michael Jackson, a current, a mystic, musician, visionary, understood about fixing the man/woman person in the mirror. We see that, but we have to make the change within ourselves. And that's what august appreciation is really about. Finding your own little corner, wherever it may be, moving to the stillness and beginning to appreciate who you are. Yes, the reflection may have shadows, wrinkles, things that you do not appreciate. Let's change that. I invite you this month of August to appreciate who you are, where you are, how you are. I began yesterday's meditation, well, maybe it was today because it was about 4:30 in the morning. I realized I gotta be okay with where I am to get where I'm going. I gotta be who I am so I can go where I'm supposed to go and be and do. And I know that some of my reflection has been resisting that because it didn't look like what I wanted in the reflection. And you know how in a reflection, not just do you see yourself, but you see what's behind you. There's a little key in there I just shared. When you look at the reflection, you're seeing what's behind you. Step away from that and see what's in front of you, using your spiritual vision to see the truth of your being. I have 2 more quotes, and then I'm closing early because we get to go to the theater today. Sorry, it's my birthday. This is from the Sri Nisargadagai Maharaj guy. Gershon will give you private enunciation lessons. Being oneself is completely beyond all motivation. You cannot be yourself for some reason. You are yourself, and no reason is needed. Wow. I can be me. This is me, and I don't need a reason. I don't need a disclaimer. I don't need to, what is my tendency is if I meet someone or I'm working with someone and then I can see them kind of going like, I'm not so sure about you. I don't understand you. I feel like I want to pull out one of those scrolls that explains, okay, here I am. I'm a Leo. I have ADD, OCD. I'm an introvert. I love show tunes, Starbucks. I said it. I love puppies and kitties, and I love my husband. Those things are like, I want to hand that out when I meet people so that they know and they understand me and they don't judge me, or that's what I see in the reflection, the judgment. Or whatever else. I don't need, nor do you, we do not need a permission slip to be who we are authentically. This is me. This is you. God already gave us the permission slip. It's called a birth certificate. We are here on purpose. So I'm going to close out with one more quote. This one you might actually have up there. This is from Deepak. And I've been listening to his newest 21-day meditation. It's really wonderful. But this he wrote, I don't know when. You give to the world your greatest gift when you're being yourself. You give the world your greatest gift when you're being yourself. And I've talked about it before. I'm a gift giver. That is my love language. I love to give gifts. I am culling my gift closet down to a minimum so that it isn't bulging and I keep buying the same gifts and then hiding them in the closet because my cat eats plastic, so I can't have things out. So I love to give gifts. And when I read that and when I've been preparing for today's talk, I thought, well, son of a gun, most of my life I didn't give my greatest gift because I was afraid you would judge it or ask if there was a return slip. Oh, did it come from Nordstrom? I know I can exchange it without question. No, I didn't come from Nordstrom. And I don't doubt that I'm the only one who has felt that way. That the gift of each of your individualized expressions of God, each of your authentic selves, we have kept in a gift closet that maybe we bring out for our loved ones or people that we think are safe or who will understand and get us. That was last year. It is time, this August Appreciation Month, it is time to give the gift that you are. With all that that entails, all the colors, all the wrinkles, without the disclaimers, without the judgments. And so that when you look, the only reflection that you see is God looking back at you. Let's pray, please. So go to that stillness. Find your own little corner. Maybe it's in your house, maybe it's on your patio or a place where you lived before. Maybe it's the inner sanctuary of your mind and heart, but go to that place. You know the place that I'm talking about. And settle in. Get comfy. Take a breath, and any stuff that you may have brought, any lists or agendas or any things that got poked or prodded from today's talk, just let it dissolve. Set it aside, put it down. And then you breathe deeply. And then I'd like you to envision in your mind's eye, and some of you may not be visual, so just follow, just talk to yourself through this. And in front of you, on a beautifully, beautifully adorned table, is a gift, a present. It's wrapped in gorgeous colors, and it shines, and it sparkles, and it shimmers. And I want you to step up to it, and I want you to open it. And inside all of the wrapping and it probably does not have bubble wrap, it's not eco-conscious, but inside of that gift is your gift, who you are. Open the lid, toss the paper away, and see your gift. Go with the first thing. What is your gift? Your unique, individualized, only signature snowflake gift. What is it? Identify it. And then in the magic of the movies, the box just dissolves and opens up and the paper flies away, and there is your gift in front of you, and that is your reflection. And now we move to that space where in our 5-step spiritual mind treatment, we embrace the gift. For there is only one life, one mind, one heart, one giver, one receiver. And I am one with that. I am the giver. I am the receiver. I am the gift. I am one with God. And as I claim my gift, and it may be more, you may have had lots of little things in the box too. Claim them all. This is your day, this perfect day to celebrate it. And as you know this infinite truth about yourself, you know that that gift gives you everything that you could ever want on the outside, the manifestation, the demonstrations, because it is the gift of who you are. So claiming and accepting the I am that I am, which is the stillness, the present, the presence of God. That's who you are. And so every day can be New Year's Day or a birthday. Every day is a giving and a receiving. Every day is august appreciation of this gift called life, this gift called you, called me, called us. And like we were trained, the next thing we do is we give thanks. We show our appreciation. We feel our appreciation. We demonstrate and verbalize our appreciation for the gift that has been given and keeps on giving. And so it is with humble stillness and gratitude, as well as celebratory gratitude and party. We give thanks, and how we do that is we close our spiritual mind treatment by saying, "And so it is, and so I am, and so we are." You're right. Amen. This is the time to give your monetary gift to the center. We all came from churches and baskets come around and we're kind of used to the process. And I invite you to do it differently this month. I invite you to do it from that celebration and that overflow, not from the reflection of what may have been.
I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We are warriors, yeah, that's what we've become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. And I know that I deserve your love. There's nothing I'm not worthy of. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Oh.